大家好，我们第10课的问题是怎么租房子，怎么租公寓，要花多少钱？我们第一个生词是房租，房租。第二，元，元。第三，美元，美元。第四，人民币，人民币。第五，能不能，能不能。So we've learned the word 租 before. It's a verb, means to rent. But in terms of rent as a noun, you would combine it with 房租 to create the word rent for a room as a noun. 房租, 房租. So very simply, how much is the monthly rent? 每个月房租多少钱? How much money? 多少钱? And you could give the amount of money in either yuan, which is the Chinese currency, or 美元, the US currency, literally American dollars, 美国的钱, 美元. Now, there's a little bit, Chinese currency is a little tricky because there are actually two words for Chinese currency. The second one being 人民币, 人民币, 人民 literally being the people, and 币 meaning currency. So 人民币 is literally the people's currency. Remember, this is the currency of the Communist Party of China. So what is the difference between 人民币 versus yuan versus other kinds of ways to count and measure money? Well, the first thing you should remember is that a 人民币 is the so-called official name of the currency. It's a little bit like if you look at a dollar, on the front it says Federal Reserve Note. It doesn't actually say dollar. A unit of that currency is a dollar. I say $1, $2, $3, $4, etc. $1 million. However, a dollar is not the only unit of American money. I can also say things like 1 cent. Right? Or 10 dimes or something like that. So it's equivalent situation in Chinese, where 人民币 is the official name of the currency, but we don't necessarily use it, just like we don't use Federal Reserve dollar in English. So when we refer to, we're talking about amounts of money. Like if I want to say 500 Chinese dollars, I would say 500 yuan. Yuan is exactly equivalent to a dollar in English, meaning that when I say $500, that the same way I would talk. That's the same way I would talk about 500 yuan in Chinese. Now, of course, the currencies are not equivalent numerically, right? 1 yuan is actually 0.15 美元. 1美元就是 6.65 元. So if you do the exchanges, a 美元 is more valuable than a yuan, but that's how it's used. There's also, besides yuan, another word called kuai, which we've learned previously, which also means a dollar, a Chinese dollar. Kuai and yuan are exactly the same. Kuai is, however, more spoken. So if you're negotiating something in a market, you might talk to the salesperson. 1块2块3块. If you want to write something down, you might write 1元. Finally, 我们有一个phrase 能不能 We've learned this previously. It just means can I, can I do something? Right. In this case, 房租 the monthly rent is too much. Right? It's, I don't know, like 1000元 900元 Can you make it cheaper? 能不能便宜点房租有一点贵，能不能便宜点？好，这就是我们今天的生词，谢谢大家的